Graduates and guests, please stand for your senior officers of the University of Liverpool.
Please be seated. I declare this congregation for the celebration of our graduates open. So here we are, at last. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to your graduation ceremony. It is really wonderful to welcome you all here in person, only 8 months late. Thank you for your patience. I'm Professor Peter Buse, Dean of the School of the Arts in the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, and your presiding officer today. I would like to say, first of all, what a tremendous privilege and a pleasure it is to be here with you as we celebrate this important milestone in your lives, together with your families and fellow students, your lecturers, and all those who have supported you on your journey to graduating from the University of Liverpool. You are the class of 2021, a year which will forever be synonymous with the COVID-19 pandemic, which has affected our lives so drastically for the past 2 years. The pandemic is the reason that your graduation ceremony has been delayed until now, when you are already in the first stages of your career or perhaps continuing your studies. But better late than never, and it really is wonderful to finally be here with you to celebrate your achievements with your families and friends and to welcome you back to the University of Liverpool. I hope our surroundings today have made it worth the wait. I am delighted to say that you are among the very first students to have your ceremonies here in the magnificent Tung Auditorium, our new state-of-the-art performance space dedicated to the teaching, performance, and enjoyment of music for all. The building which houses this beautiful auditorium, the Yoko Ono Lennon Center, is the newest addition to our campus, and I'm enormously proud to be able to say that the award-winning architects responsible for the design are, indeed, University of Liverpool alumni, former graduates like you of the School of the Arts. We are, of course, celebrating today with graduates from 2 cohorts of the Liverpool School of Architecture. The BA Architecture class of 2021, do you want to give yourselves a cheer? And MArch class of 2021. And I understand we also have one MSc graduate, so I think we should have a cheer for that graduate as well. Graduation, now that it's finally here, is all about you, your achievements and your personal successes here at the University of Liverpool. It's a day to look forward to the future and to feel excited about your aspirations and career or future study plans. Most of all, it's a day to celebrate everything you have achieved and to enjoy this moment with your loved ones, with those you have studied alongside, and with those you have learned so much from. The pandemic has made us truly appreciate our loved ones, and I know today that you will find a moment to thank them for their support and personal sacrifice, and to thank your lecturers and teachers who have provided you with so much support and guidance on your path to graduation. Today is also a day to enjoy a return to this great city and for you and your guests to receive a warm welcome from your university. We hope that the city of Liverpool will always feel like home whenever you return. You may have chosen to stay here and make the city your home, or you may have already called it home before you joined us in the university. But we hope that whatever your relationship with the city, that it is a place where you have made friends and memories which will last a lifetime. One thing we've learned from the past 2 years is that we never know what the future holds. Things will very likely change in your chosen professional careers, but some things won't change for you. I'll flag up just 3. First, the need to be a lifelong learner. For the rest of your career, make sure you commit to always being curious and to asking questions, and to always striving to do things better. The second is the need to support one another, as friends, as colleagues, and as professionals during your careers. And finally, never forget why you wanted to pursue your chosen academic discipline. It will take dedication, skill, creativity, tenacity, and above all, a strong vision, talent, passion, and belief to pursue your chosen career path. But remember that these are all qualities that you have displayed in abundance during your time at the University of Liverpool, and your most difficult of experiences will shape how you deal with challenges and setbacks in the future, as well as teaching you to grasp opportunities. And all of this, I have no doubt, will enable you to enjoy your work, something which is hugely important to your personal happiness as well. Our university has a long, successful history of graduates who go on to achieve great things. Our 9 Nobel laureates have led the way in fields from nuclear disarmament to the life cycle of malarial parasites. You have now joined this talented international alumni community, and you are, and will always remain, a fundamentally important part of our University of Liverpool family. We hope that, like so many of our alumni, you will stay in touch with us and help guide and support our future students and broaden their horizons through your own experiences. It is through you that we are known. You are our greatest ambassadors, and through your achievements, you will also become role models and a source of inspiration for the next generation of graduates. This university has community and civic mission running throughout its rich history. To this day, we remain committed to this important civic mission in the city of Liverpool and to our role as an anchor institution here. We continue to make real economic, social, health, employment, and cultural contributions to this great and unique city. We are a university that takes immense pride in equality of opportunity and in delivering projects and activities which widen access for students who are traditionally underrepresented in higher education. Learners from low participation neighborhoods, care leavers, disabled students, estranged students, adult learners, asylum-seeking and refugee students, and students from minority ethnic backgrounds. Knowledge should be celebrated, discussed, and debated, and it should be accessible to all. It is through the discussion and dissemination of ideas and knowledge that society is shaped. Our aim is to inspire, engage, and enable every single one of our students to fulfill their potential by raising their awareness, challenging barriers, and providing opportunities. Our Victoria building, the red brick building with the clock tower, is now a beautiful and iconic gallery and museum, and as a student here, you will have walked past a plaque, perhaps daily, fixed to the wall which reads, "For the advancement of learning and ennoblement of life." This is a motto that continues to guide us to this day in all that we do. I will make an educated guess based on attending many graduation ceremonies here that you're planning to or have already posed for a graduation photograph in front of our Victoria building today. Am I right? Or probably Abercrombie Square, in fact, yeah. This beautiful and iconic red brick building and museum towers over campus and serves as our most recognizable backdrop in many hundreds of social media posts during graduations. The ordinary bricks and terracotta dressings selected for the Gothic exterior of the Victoria building led to the coining of the phrase Red Brick University by Bruce Truscott, the pseudonym adopted by Edgar Allan Peers, a professor of Spanish at Liverpool from 1922 to 1952, who wrote an influential book of the same title. Indeed, we are and always will be the original Red Brick University, and in turn, you will always be Liverpool Originals. The past 2 years have made an indelible mark on all of our lives, but remember that through hard work and determination, you overcame all these challenges of being a university student during this unique time in our history to reach this point in your journey. Your capacity to think critically and question, forged by your teaching staff, your classmates, and our community, will help you to prepare for whatever comes next. This is your well-earned opportunity to take a moment and consider just how far you have come. You have advanced your learning, and you have and will continue to ennoble life. You have been stretched to think beyond the textbook, lecture theatre, and performance space, and you have been encouraged to apply that knowledge to the world around you. Your University of Liverpool education has enabled you to realize just how far you can go and provided you with the skills you need to get there. Despite the challenges, I hope that you will also remember many happy and joyful moments during your time at the university. I know that through your time here, you will have forged connections and made friends who will stay with you for the rest of your lives. Never forget how important you are to our university. You are the beating heart of our institution. Without you, the university would be nothing but classrooms and lecture halls. When we work together, the university is a place where discoveries are made, ideas are formed, friendships are forged, career paths are decided on, and lives are changed. It is when we work together as staff and students that education is truly transformational. We thank you for all you have done in your time here, and we all wish you good luck and every success in the future. Thank you. I now invite Professor Ola Uduku, Head of the Department of Architecture, to present graduates from our class of 2021.
Professor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the following graduates from the class of 2021. Christina Raluca Alexa. Joshua Alexander Forrest. Sean Brian Joseph Davis. Michael Stefan Grabowski. Thomas Byers. Jake Vizard Owen. Miles Holmes. Isabel Mary Piercy. Kitty Indigo Scarlett Patrick. Ellie Joanne Platt. Isabel Gould. Samuel Pierce. Selena Rail. Emily March. Chiao Lin. Jiamin Lee. Tin Xing Tin Swai. Charlotte Sumner. Chris Aida May Fernandez Ramos. Grace Stanton Kenna. Alistair Orchard Mitchell. William Warwick Lambert. Matthew Collier. Peter Humphrey Mitchell. Alexander James Knight. Luke Hickling. James Paul David Langlois. Holly Joanne Peplow. Dominic O'Dea. Harshini Rajagopal. Donia Mercy. Lydia O'Neill. Hannah Elizabeth Payne. Ella Charlotte Mulhall. Rebecca Oldroyd. Emma Michaela Hobson-White. Walid Al-Jaber. Hamad Akram. Thomas Peter Lockley. Thomas Oliver Antrobus. Ryan Atkins. Sophie Kibble. Nadia Jenkins. Becca Ellis. Jenny Foster. Millie Breaker. Glenda Gaspard. Amelia Ignacia Perez Bravo. Haley Kirui. George Mannix. Dominic Charles Crump. Horatio Hugo Oliver Byrne. Matthew Davis. Jay Singh Gatore. Joseph Watkins. Jess Alexander Arnold. Felicity Morris. Anna Harris. Christian Ward. Emma Hartley. Callum Allison. Lauren Greensill. Owen Peter Brown. Lauren Marie Clancy. Kate Johnston. Bethany Helen Clarkson. Emma Jacqueline Lamont Christie Lowe. Yasmina Stefania Salop. Thomas Joseph Dutton. Jake Samuel Gittins. Bethany Goff. Joseph Dwine. Andrew Gordon. Siriwandlange Kavindu Achinta Desaram. Emily Hughes. Stephanie Jane Lewis. Ju Young Lee. Matthew McGee. George Brandon. Daniel Reed. Elizabeth Hodgson. Jacob Downey. Holly Crone. Samuel Stoneham. Ethan Charles Urquhart. Natasha Rogers. Heather Bell Woof. Faye Lewis. Joseph Jeffrey Willoughby. Alessandra Iona Barau. Wilf Horton. Amber Kate Williamson. Megan McAdam. Neve Francis McNamee. Tololupe Oladamilola Ogunjimi. Iwana Burkiu. Alistair Search. Bonnie Russell. Kate Horton. Ryan Headley. Lauren Hetherington. Tasmin Florence Gamble. Benedict Thompson. Jayasura J. de Guzman Hisara. Sophie Hicks. Owen Corns. And Charlotte Linus.
I would now like to invite Emily Niven to join us on stage to reflect on her student experience.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, friends, family and fellow students. Today is a day of celebration. A celebration of all our hard work and the choices that education has now made available to us. I'd like to take the opportunity to quickly say a few thank yous. Firstly, I'd like to thank all of the staff at the School of the Arts, from tutors through to workshop technicians. Thank you for your efforts in helping us navigate through the last few years. It has tested all of us, and based on how many of us are sat here today, I'd say it's been a great success. I'd also like to say a special thank you to the building management and cleaning teams for keeping us safe while studying in a global pandemic. I'm sure I speak on behalf of many of you with what I say next. I'd like to say a last thank you to my fellow students. I've learned so much from all of you. The University of Liverpool's Masters in Architecture is pretty unique in the fact that it consists mostly of group work. Even throughout the online learning, we somehow managed to continue to collaborate, sitting for hours on end on video calls to talk about ideas and to update designs. For me, it's this studio culture which makes studying architecture at university so special. Surrounded by others, many of whom become close friends, who share with you their artistic or technological skills and are willing to help you expand your own. When I doubted myself, and whether I could actually finish the drawings I'd started, after some long days and sometimes nights too, you inspired me to work smart and to succeed. When I needed your help, you offered it, so thank you. For those who may not know, I also studied at the University of Liverpool for my undergraduate degree. This September marks 7 years since I first came to Liverpool, and a lot has changed for me in that time. I graduated from my first degree, got married, bought a house, played a lot of football, and had some great nights at Bongo's Bingo. I chose to come back to the University of Liverpool for my Masters because, in all honesty, I knew how much I'd enjoy the group work, the smaller number of students on the course, and because I'd made a life for myself in this wonderful city, which is now my home. I'm now working in a small practice near the Metropolitan Cathedral as an architectural assistant. I'm studying for my Reba Part 3, which, when I pass, will mean I'm finally qualified as an architect. And I can hand on heart say that time has gone a lot faster than what I first anticipated when I first came in 2015, when becoming an architect felt like a lifetime away. On the one hand, studying architecture has been everything I imagined and more. I could easily paint you a romanticised picture of what studying a master's degree in architecture is like. For example, how much we all enjoyed exploring the streets of Venice, building intricate models of things we'd imagined, or how nice it felt handing in our final thesis projects. But the reality is that the majority of the time, while studying architecture, you fluctuate between feeling somewhat lost, finding the solution, and then feeling like a genius. Neri Oxman says that you have to question yourself in order to create. And my master's degree, above anything else, has taught me that great design is born from doubt. When we design, we ask, what if? We search for creative solutions to difficult problems. Simplifying the complicated, working in teams, identifying other people's strengths, posing questions, and then answering them are skills we've all learned and will continue to use in our future careers. It took me a long time to realise that when I'm uncomfortable, I don't know all the answers, and I'm still working it out, then I'm actually probably designing something quite interesting. I do have absolutely no doubt about one thing, and that is that above all, we've learnt to be resilient and to find clarity in confusion. The inner confidence we have built whilst at university will carry us far in life, down whichever pathway we choose to pursue. The most wonderful thing about today is that we now have a very valuable piece of paper which proves what we are capable of, and more importantly, gives us opportunities which might otherwise not have been open to us. I hope today gives you fond memories to look back on for the rest of your lives, surrounded by those who have supported you. Graduating is an important achievement, so lastly, I wish to say congratulations to all of you for finishing what you started. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily, for these heartfelt and thoughtful words. Liverpool School of Architecture, class of 2021, we're coming to the end of this ceremony, so I think you should probably give yourselves one more round of applause. I declare this congregation for the celebration of our graduates closed. Salva sit universitas nostra, quod precantes consurgamus.
Graduates and guests, please stand.